Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mohammed Al-Dabbag from Nabu Research Academy. Today our video will talk about what to write in the introduction. Before we write anything in the introduction or before I explain anything, just I want to give some motivation. So I want to motivate you. So here the question, why I write a paper. So some of us said is required, like university required, because I'm like a postgraduate student. Same like what I did before. Like I learn how to write a paper because university need two paper for me to publish. So it's required. And then others said I want to be well known, like I have many papers, so the others will know me. Some of them he said I can't get a benefits, like if you publish many, then maybe one of the conference will ask you to join and they will give you some money or something. Then others they said I want to solve the problem, like I found a problem, I want to solve it, so I write a paper how to solve this problem. Others he can mention sorry, like want to get a citation, like I write a paper in order to get more citation. Then others they mention they can say they want to make a copyright, like they said they are the person who mentioned the first one, like they are the person who solved this problem. And others they said maybe to tell my idea, like just to share my knowledge. Okay, so like I said before, in the beginning mine it was the number one, required. Then I just want to tell you, if about required, then you will only do what the university asks you, then you will stop, like only you will publish two papers, for example three papers, then you will stop because this is the required. Or maybe if you are like a lecturer and you want to be promoted to be associate prof, so they need from you three articles, so you will write it just for their required. But this when you're done with it, you will be done, like you will not do anything else. So I don't prefer you think like this one. Okay, mine as a person, now I write a paper to to tell my ideas. Like I have idea in my mind, I want to share it. I don't know if this idea is good or not, and also I don't mind if the paper published in a good journal or not, unless I share my ideas. Okay, let me tell you example. Just imagine if Bill Gates he didn't share his idea and he didn't make the company. Just imagine if the Steve Jobs he didn't mention his idea. If anyone has a good idea, the Uber person, anyone, if they didn't share their idea, if they didn't make it, then that's mean we will not get any benefit. So for me, I just like to share it, and maybe others will tell me this idea is good or this idea is not good. So I don't want to keep my ideas inside my mind. I just want to share it with others. Okay, let me show you. This is the my ideas that I publish. This is my Google Scholar. You can see in the PhD I publish around 25 papers just to share the ideas. Because when I read, I like the idea, I just keep and I publish and so on. Some of them are good, some of them are not, but for me, I just want to share my idea. I will show you these down, all are not cited. Maybe the ideas are not good. Now I have 32 articles published, conference and journals also. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now we start what to write in the introduction. Most of us, they write introduction, but they don't know like its introduction is good or not, and they don't know if they write it well, and some of them they don't know what to write exactly. So today we are going to talk about what to write in the introduction. Okay, here are 7 points about what to write in the introduction, but this is in general. Like you can put them all, you can put more than this, it's up to you, but this is the general points. So the first one, you generally introduce your main topic. Like if your topic about business ethic, is your topic about e-learning, if your topic about children in any countries, so you have to talk about this topic in general. Okay, then you introduce some of your keywords. Like we mentioned before, you have a keywords as a part of the abstract. So here you introduce some of these keywords. Okay, number 3, introduce or you explain the problem statement or the research gap. Why you are writing this paper? Because of this gap, this gap, this gap, because of problem number 1, number 2, and so on. 4, importance of your topic and your paper. Okay, why you choose this topic? Because this reason, this topic is important nowadays. And second, why you write a paper? What's the importance of your paper? Okay, you choose this topic. So now what about your paper? So you have to mention them both. Number 5, write objective of your research, of your paper. So some papers have only one objective. Minimum should be 1 objective. And others paper maybe they do 2 objective. But it's better, like not it's better, it's depend on you know. But some authors, they said write 1 objective in the paper and you focus on, like you work on quality more than you work on, you know, explaining then, because if you explain a lot, maybe you can make some mistakes. Okay, number 6, write what will be in the next section. Okay, like explain what's in section 2, relative work, or maybe the methodology and conclusion and so on. And number 7, this all should be interesting and well written. Like, you know, when you write the first paragraph, and it should be related with the second paragraph. Like, you know, like it's connecting. Like when I read, I will feel interesting. And also the writing should be good as well. Now I will show you example about this 7. I will show you a real example in that paper that we talked about last time, about the Internet of Things, a survey. The author has around 10,000 cited. Okay, now we are talking about, we will talk about one by one. Number 1, generally talk about your topic. I will show you now. Here in the pink color, you can see generally they talk about what's the Internet of Things. Okay, we go back. Number 2, introduce some of the keywords. You can see here the keywords Internet of Things. So the author already talked about it in the beginning. And also you can see here in the blue, the author talk about RFID. Here, you can see this one, RFID. You can see the mouse. Yeah, RFID. So you can see the author explain about some of the keywords. Number 3, talking about the problem statement of the gap of the research. Here in the green, you can see the author talking about there are some research or some explaining or some ideas about the e-health that they already use the IoT. He gives some examples here. And if you see here also, he show was the issues nowadays, like information security, risk, distributing, and so on. And also here, if you can see in the green down, actually many challenge issues still need to be addressed. Like there are many issues author like it should be addressed, and he show you here what are these issues, especially in technology and social. Also here in the green, he mentioned about more issues. So here we can see that the author already mentioned about point number 3, like he talked about the gaps of the research, the problem statement. Okay, now we talk about, I will show you number 4, importance of the topic and the paper. Okay, see here is show importance of the topic. Here the author mentioned that USA now focusing about Internet of Things, and the plan of 2025 is with the Internet of Things. Okay, this is one. Then this is in general, like here the author talking in general. Okay, so if we go down, let me change it. Okay, if we go down here, the author show the importance of study, and he gives some point 1, 2, 3 importance of his paper. In the beginning, he show importance of the Internet of Things and how USA will use it, and then he show what the importance of his paper. Number 5, write the objective of your paper. If you can see here, the author mentioned the main object is to give the reader the opportunity of understanding what has been done. Okay, like protocol, algorithm, purpose solution, and so on. Okay, so here the objective of his study, the objective of this paper. Okay, then number 6, the next section. Here is the next section. He mentioned what will be in section number 2. This is number 2 down. And he mentioned will be in section number 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so some of the authors, they said no need to waste your writing about what next, because everyone knows that you are talking about the previous study. You are going to talk about the methodology and conclusion. So no need to waste, like this is a few lines. You better if you write something useful. It's just a suggestion. Okay, so after I show you all of this, now we are talking about the tip of today. The tip of today, write your introduction only 1 page. 1 page maximum. I will show you now in our example also. If you can check, this is 2 column here, and here is until the blue. See? 1 page only, because this is introduction. Okay, don't write many things in the introduction. If you want to write many things, you have your literature review. You can write whatever you want. Okay, if any question, please you can write your question in the comment in YouTube or the Facebook. Thank you, and see you next week.